So just because I've been a direct recipient of the great things that have come through First Journey College Bound, it's made me have a mindset that I'm not just here to occupy my own little spot in the world. I want to give. I want to help others. I want to be a benefit to other people. We moved there, I think, 1990, and it was a pretty rough place. Bunch of kids, a lot of kids at that time. And I would say there was a lot of drugs. There was a lot of, things to get involved with that weren't so great. Gangs, beating up people, all kinds of stuff. A place where if you didn't have an alternative, a positive alternative, that was probably your destiny. But I had some family tragedy. I had two siblings that were, one was murdered. I had another young sister who had dropped dead, an older sister who dropped dead, excuse me. Mr. Fisher definitely had a way of getting me to think beyond just the present, but actually where I'm going in the future. It gave me a bigger vision of life, that there is life beyond the projects. There's life beyond just what you see in the daily, goings of our neighborhood. I wouldn't say there was a strong emphasis on education. Not that it was withheld from you. I mean, many people encouraged that, but at the same time, you didn't see many people making it and doing it. So it kind of gave you the mindset that, man, okay, let's get through high school, or maybe even drop out of high school and just get a job, or let's get out of high school and let's, do something else that's not so good. So I would say the attitude towards education probably wasn't high, in my opinion, but definitely Mr. Fisher instilled in me the importance of education at a very early age. I went from the mindset of wanting to be an actor, be successful, make some money, go to Hollywood, to really getting down to what am I here to do? What is going to make me feel fulfilled? And that first, helping people, helping young people, was what I wanted to do at a very young age. Well, I'm currently a minister. I'm a youth pastor, and that involves training up, raising up young people to do great things, see beyond themselves. And my goal is to get them to go beyond anything that I could do greater, and even beyond, their parents. And that doesn't necessarily mean to me high finances, a great 401k. It means a fulfilling and purposeful life. If you're looking to make a lot of money, this is probably not where you want to go down. There's different degrees in, the ministerial field. You can go for divinity, you can go for PhD. I do aspire to have my PhD one day. A typical day for me is starting off with a series of meetings. I'm on a church staff with multiple people on the staff, about 10 pastors. So we have a lot of different meetings that we administrate, different events, different things coming up in our church, different things coming up in our community. It's calling kids, it's getting them acquainted. It's sometimes checking on Facebook to see how they're all doing. It's making phone calls to their parents. I would say, ministry is definitely stressful. You deal with a lot of people, and you deal with a lot of people from different places, different backgrounds, and you're going to find people who are great, and you're going to find people who are frustrating. The constant strain as far as just, feeling the need to accommodate people all the time. Your 9 to 5 is not really a 9 to 5. Typically, like a secular job may be, where you leave your home, you leave your office. This could follow you back home, and it could overwhelm you if you don't have balance. When a student says, Pastor Gavin, you've changed my life, you've helped me, and a simple thank you, that's when I lay my head on the pillow. That's when I say, you know what, this is why I got into this. This is why I got into this. I guess knowing that life brings you experiences that you can't always prepare for. College is great for a propeller for whatever field you want to go in, but life in itself, I've learned in the last few years, rather than before I started out, it's going to throw you some things that you may not be ready for, and the key to that is your response. Ask questions, all kinds of questions. There's so much to learn. You never arrive. You never arrive. Find somebody who you admire and ask them, how did they get where they went? And do your best to try to take the same advice. You are going to find joy and fulfillment and purpose when you're doing the thing that you love. When you're doing the thing that you love. So if money is the first driven fact, I would say you've got to check your motives, because, man, if you love something, that's going to force you to give everything. That industriousness, that passion, that perseverance, that tenacity, that only purpose and vision can bring.